Now the breaking news out of Syria, the Syrian government mixing components for the deadly sarin nerve gas. Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger is the ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee. He joins us. Nice to see you,
Greta,
sir.
good to be here.
Disturbing news tonight. Do you agree this news that the sarin gas, at least that it's been mixed, but now we're in that 60-day window?
Well, it's been disturbing for a long period of time. Assad killing his own people. But if he does this, I don't think there's any country in the world that really would approve of killing your people with sarin gas.
But the problem with this is that it's after the fact. I mean, there's only a minute. I mean, he discharged it, and there literally is a minute before people are killed. So there's no, I mean, we can all condemn him. But all these people are going to be dead.
Right. And, you know, it's Damascus, which is the urban area. If he would drop, say, the sarin gas, that could kill 100,000 people immediately. And within a catchment area of that Damascus, it could be 1 million people that could be affected. So it's very serious. But what do we do about it? I think the best issue that we have right now to help get him out and to get him away from this is Russia. Russia stood up and told him to stop the chemical weapon issue, and he backed off. Well, now that he's at it again, I think Russia needs to stand up, and hopefully they will. It's also good to hear that some of the Arab countries are trying to find a way to get him out. You know, we don't know whether or not he's lost his mind, that he's scared, that we just don't know what's going to happen. But this could be a leverage for him to find a way to get out and to find a way to take his family somewhere in the world.
Of course, there's always the problem that even if he does go, if he gets asylum someplace, or if something, even if someone kills him or anything happens, is that we still have the problem is who's going to take over and who's going to secure the chemical weapons, which has always been Israel's fear, is that if Assad falls, who gets the chemical weapons?
Let me say this. The United States, our allies, that's what we do. That's what we get intelligence to find out where those weapons are, the chemical, biological, and other weapons that they do have, because Syria was a more sophisticated country than Libya. But we know what happened in Libya. I've had conversations with numerous American from Syria, a lot of people, doctors and people who have connections in their families that are there. We're worried about the al-Qaeda extreme terrorist situation who've come there to work with the opposition. We have information, though, that there's a way to separate them from the actual Syrian people.
I guess, you know, I'd love to believe that, but we've unfortunately in this country seen our intelligence fail us immensely. You know, whether it's with the unexpected bombings in East Africa, the embassies, or whether it was 9/11, or whether it's weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. So there's, I mean, it's not irrational to have a lot of fear when we say that intelligence tells us something.
Well, let me say this. First thing, I want to stand up for our intelligence community. I oversee them. I think they're some of the best in the world at what they do. But intelligence is finding facts and information. You get intelligence from either human intelligence or SIGINT intelligence. Our intelligence community, our NSA, our satellite program is as good as any in the world. Our CIA are out there all over the world. But they have to get information. They collect it. They analyze it. Just what happened in Benghazi, I mean, was another issue. You know, we knew that there was a hot spot, but we didn't have intelligence that they were going to be attacked
that therein proves my point, is that was another intelligence where we might have the hardest working people in the world, we might have the best ones in the world, but the fact is intelligence failures do happen with even the best, and that's why it's very hard to have a lot of sort of comfort in terms of what happens with these you know, chemical weapons should Assad leave or anything. Mistakes happen.
And, you know, we can't be the sheriff for the whole world. So we have to work with other countries, other allies. In this situation, as serious as it is in Syria, we have got to work with Russia.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
You've actually met President Assad. Tell me your impression.
Well, on our way to Iraq, we had to go. We were asked to go and stop by to see Assad. This was right after, maybe 6 months after President Obama was elected. The whole purpose was to get Assad, who had the relationship with Iran, to come to work with Iran, to bring them Iran into the tent, so that we could work on the Palestinian-Israeli issue. That we were working at that time with Egypt and also with Jordan. Well, one of the first things he said, well, I don't want to, you're America, I'm the axis of evil. Your president said that. And I said, no. Another sheriff in town, President Obama. That was President Bush that said that. Now, we had a conversation. I know that you're not sure if the president said he was the axis of evil, but he thought that was the case. His personality was such that he was low-key. We talked for a long period of time. We had to say we had to go. I said to him, look, you're in a position to do something in this world to bring peace that most people won't. Your father is dead, your brother was killed, or however he was killed, and now you have that relationship. We then talked about helping his people, how this could help his people to bring peace to the area if we could bring Iran into the tent. He talked about his wife reaching out to people. I'm surprised that he's still alive because he's killed so many people. I'm also surprised that he would do what he's doing. I think, in my own analysis, is that there are a lot of his father's people that are still there that step him up and are telling him what to do.
He's doing very bad things, and right now he's got a very dangerous situation for many people. Congressman, always nice to see you.
Okay,
sir. Thank
Greta,
you.
take care. Bye bye.